World Series of Poker, $888 8-max, 888K guaranteed for first. I love the number 8. Let's win some 8s. Unlimited re-entry over 4 flights. This one could get expensive, but let's just try to keep it at 1 bullet. Bag and tag, 188,000 tonight. Let's go. Got it up to 20,000, then got coolered. King 10 versus pocket 7s on King 10-7, heads up. Now we're at 10,000, table soft. I love 8-max. With blinds at 250-500, action folds to the button, who has a 38,000 chip stack. He's a young white European male. He makes it 1,200 to go. I'm in the small blind with ace 9 of clubs and 30,000 chips. So we put in the 3-bet, 3,500. Big blind folds, button calls. The flop comes queen 5-4, 2 clubs. We bet 3,200 with the flush draw. He calls. The turn is the ace of diamonds. The board keeps looking better and better for us, so we're going to continue with our story. Now bet for value. Try to get value from all of his king queens, queen jack type hands. We make it 6,400. He calls. The river is a 3 of clubs. We hit the flush. We have 16,500 behind. We've sized this perfectly for a river shove, bluff or value. So we go for it, all in. He thinks about it and puts in the call. We show the nut flush. He shows ace 10 offsuit. Floated us on the flop. We both turned an ace, and I had a perfect river to get paid. We now have 60,000 chips over 100 big blinds. Just lost ace king to ace 7 all in pre for a 15K pot. That's okay, we'll lose the small ones. We still have 75,000 going to 800 big blind, sitting real nice. Let's apply the pressure. Bag and tag in about 5 hours. It's a turbo. I ordered a burger.
Oh man, that is a very good hand. This is the shit.
With blinds at 500, 1,000. Action folds to middle position +2. Who raises? 2,000. Middle position +3 calls the 2,000. They both have about 20,000 chips. We're on the button with pocket jacks. It'll be a cold day in hell before I fold jacks pre-flop, so we make it 7,500. folds to the original raiser who folds. Second guy goes all in for 18,500. We call. He has ace king offsuit. Flop comes king 8-7. Turn is a 7. River is a 9. We double them up, and we now have 80,000 chips at 1K big blind. And we're now on break.
Current players, like A, Crazy Eights, congratulations, you made the money!
Husband's a CPA, her dreams went out the door when she turned 24. Only been with one man, what happened to her plan? She was gonna be an actress.
With blinds at 1,500, 3,000. We're under the gun +2 with pocket aces. We min raise to 6,000, hoping to get some action. Under the gun +3 with 130,000 chip stack makes it 12,500. We have 88,000 to start the hand, and we're trying to figure out how to get all our money in the middle. Action folds around to us, so we do not the bare minimum, but the European minimum, which would be 25,000 to go, leaving us perceived fold equity if he decides to get way out of line and 5-bet jam. Can we induce? Does he have queens or kings? He takes about 5 seconds and says he's all in. We put in the call, show our aces, and he shows 6 deuce of spades. I can't believe my eyes, but I'm just praying for a hold. The flop comes king 6-5, 1 spade. The turn is a 3, and the river is a queen. We double up, and we now have 190,000 chips. The table's in shock.
She was gonna be a star. She was gonna shake her ass on the hood of Whitesnake's car. Her yellow SUV is now the enemy. Looks at her average.
With blinds at 2,500 and 5K with a 500 ante, action folds to us in the hijack, and we look down at ace-8 offsuit with 180,000 chips. I think it's fine to min raise here. We're getting towards the end of the night. People really want to bag and tag, so we're going to keep the pressure on. The small blind calls and the big blind calls. The flop comes king 9-8. They check to me, and I think this flop hits their range slightly more than mine, and I don't want to turn my bottom pair into a bluff, so we check it back. The turn is an ace, a beautiful card. The small blind checks, and the big blind leads out 15,000. I'm putting him on an ace or king and putting the small blind on giving up. The big blind has about 60,000 total, so we want to get it in versus him while the getting's good. We put in a mini raise to 35,000, and to our surprise, the small blind shoves all in for 85,000. Big blind goes into the tank and folds. This tells me the big blind also had an ace. So what does the small blind have? Pocket 8s? Pocket 9s? King 9? Ace 9? 8-9? Jack 10? I don't know, but for 50,000 more, 2 pair after checking the flop, we're putting in the call. He shows king 9 offsuit. We need a hold. The river is a 3, and we now have 300,000 chips.
And nothing has been alright since Bruce Springsteen, Madonna. Way before Nirvana, there was U2 and Blondie, and music's still on MTV. Her 2 kids in high school, they tell her that she's uncool, 'cause she's still preoccupied
got something for him. I thought he was still going. All right, guys, you can get all your docs back here.
You got that?
Yeah, we got it. It's good. All right, guys, these are going to be your new seat assignments once you take them.
Are we getting paid today? Or?
No, you're putting chips in bags, so you don't get paid today. So you'll get paid when you cash on day 2. Anyone who...
Yep, yellow goes in the bag. Make sure we get as much of the air out of there as we can.
$357,000 chips in the bag. We successfully bagged and tagged the World Series of Poker $888 8 max, 1 bullet. Can't complain about that result. Let's final table this on Monday.